I'm Monique Ledesma with Apple Valley News Now. Coming up, find out what big annual event that's related with the Ben Franklin Fair and Rodeo is coming up tomorrow. All that and more coming up.
Also ahead, felines and firefighters at the Tri-City Animal Shelter. Our Riley Fitzgerald will bring us the sights and the meows. Also ahead and new at 6, the governor declaring an emergency proclamation for fire season 2024. Here's Stacy.
And it's a beautiful Friday. We'll call it the calm before the changing storms headed our way. I'll tell you all about it in my first alert weather forecast.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 6 on your side.
Friday night, good evening, and thank you for joining us. I'm Austin Reed. It is August the 16th. As the weekend is nearing closer, our weather is drastically changing, and that is where we begin again tonight. First Alert, Stacy Lee joining us with the very latest. Hey, Stacy.
It's a good news, bad news situation, Austin. We'll start with good news. This beautiful afternoon out there. It's been a gorgeous day and not a bad week overall. Very calm. 88 degrees right now in Pasco on our dust level sky cam. Our sunset at 8:03. Winds are light, finally decreasing those winds. That's not going to be the case this weekend. Temperatures elsewhere around the area, 70s and 80s. It's 85 right now in Walla Walla, 88, as we said, in Tri-Cities, 84 in Yakima. Here's what's coming up later tonight. Nice, cool, calm temperatures out there. And again, those winds decreasing overnight. We're going to be down in the 50s all through the area. Tomorrow, hot, and look out for some storms. We got a lot going on in the weather. Mostly clear and breezy. Very hot day tomorrow, just tomorrow. Thunderstorms and gusty winds kick in tomorrow evening. Could even see some potential flooding in our mountains. I'll tell you all about it in my first alert full weather forecast. Austin?
All right, thank you, Stacy. Today, Governor Jay Inslee issued an emergency proclamation to help clear and repair roadways affected by wildfires in Ferry, Klickitat, and Yakima counties. Since July, Washington state has experienced abnormally dry weather conditions with periods of exceptionally high temperatures, creating high-risk fuel conditions in these counties. The resulting large number of fires has also created damage to transportation infrastructure, requiring increased response activity. Coming up at 6:30 tonight, we'll have an update on the latest containment efforts for fires like the Retreat Fire in Yakima County. Well, in downtown Kennewick, the Benton Franklin Fair will feature the Grand Parade tomorrow. And that is where we find Apple Valley News Now's Monique Ledesma. She joins us live with a preview. Hi there, Monique.
Hi, Austin. I'm at the fairgrounds right now. If everyone takes a quick look behind me, people are setting up and getting ready for the fair to come up next week. Now, it looks like this behind the scene right now, but in a few days, it's going to look like this. The Ben Franklin Fair starts next Tuesday, and it will go through next Saturday, August 24th. So you still have some time to get those tickets and enjoy a nice week next week with your family. Now, if you don't want to wait till next Tuesday to get your fair and rodeo spirits on, there's also the 76th annual Ben Franklin Fair and Rodeo Parade in Kennewick tomorrow. For reporting in Kennewick, Monique Ledesma, Apple Valley News Now, sending it back to the desk, Austin.
All right, Monique, thank you for that live report. Have a nice weekend. We have an alert from the Grant County Sheriff's Office this evening. Did you lose something at the Grant County Fairgrounds this year? The department says they have several debit cards, driver licenses, and other items that were found and turned in. If you have lost something, stop by the sheriff's substation at the fairgrounds. After the fair ends, unclaimed lost property will be taken to the sheriff's office in Ephrata. Firefighters and police called out to a rollover crash this afternoon. Officials tell Apple Valley News Now there was just one car involved. The driver drifted onto gravel on the side of the road, and when they tried to steer away, this happened. Nobody was hurt in the crash. If you happen to be driving along I-182 last night in Pasco, you may have noticed this crash just before exit 12. Pasco PD says this large box truck lost control and crashed right through this wall. The driver veered off the eastbound lanes and then went careening through a chain link fence and a couple brick walls, which enclosed the backyards of a couple homes. Nobody was seriously hurt. Police did arrest the driver for DUI. A 63-year-old man of Richland has been sentenced after pleading guilty to 1 count of receipt of child pornography. The judge imposing a sentence of 15 years imprisonment to be followed by a lifetime term of supervised release. Between December of 2022 and March of 2023, the Southeast Regional Internet Crimes Against Children Task Force developed information that Gerald Allen Knott, who is already a registered sex offender, was using the internet at his parents' home in Richland to distribute child pornography. The more than 1,600 image and video files depicted young children, including those approximately 1 to 4 years old, being sexually abused. Back in Pasco, we have a crime alert for residents in District 2. Pasco PD says they have noticed an increase in residential burglaries. The cause? Due to garage doors being left open or not fully secured. Police say most of these burglaries are occurring overnight. So tonight, PPD wants people to remember to secure your home and property. Patrol officers say they will increase their visibility in neighborhoods during the night, and they will work to contact homeowners who have left their garage doors open. New from the Benton County Sheriff, this week marked a milestone for the Sheriff's Office. As of late yesterday, the department became fully staffed. The sheriff says when he started at the office, they were down 15 deputies. He says investigators screened over 200 applicants to get the select few that they have now hired. And new at 6, the city of Richland announcing today that you are invited to meet the Richland Police Chief candidates. It's going to happen on Wednesday, September 4th from 6 to 8 p.m. at Richland's City Hall. The city says if you have a question you would like to submit for their consideration during the panel discussion, just visit the Police Chief page on the City of Richland's website. Well, the Tri-Cities Animal Shelter hosted its Felines and Firefighters adoption event this morning, collaborating with local firefighters, aiming to clear the shelters. Apple Valley News Now's Riley Fitzgerald was there and brings us more.
The Tri-Cities Animal Shelter was looking to clear its kennels with the Felines and Firefighters adoption event.
So we tried to get out through the public, through social media, and through the city, recognizing this event today to try to get some homes for some of these animals, this little guy right here, and try to get out to the community and just kind of bring people in, have a great day, see our fire trucks, meet your local firefighters. We have other events out here going on. So just really want to celebrate today and make it all about the animals.
Crews from the Pasco Fire Department were there to share tips on fire safety to keep us and any new pets safe.
They're part of a family, and so one of the biggest things we see is when we see pets left in cars, especially on these hot days. When they're left in a car, it only takes a couple minutes, especially if the windows are rolled up, even partly cracked. It can, inside the vehicles gets very, very hot, and that can be very bad for our animals. So that's one of the biggest things we always want to say is never leave your pet inside a vehicle.
And of course, while we were there, plenty of adoptions took place.
If you're looking to adopt, rescues and shelters all around the region have pets up for adoption right now, except for this one because she is coming home with me.
Riley Fitzgerald, by the way, when she got back to the newsroom earlier, she was one happy cat mom. Hey, the event took place from 10 until 2 today, but there are still plenty of cats and dogs up for adoption at the Tri-Cities Animal Shelter. Just announced from the city of Sunnyside, a vaccine clinic is coming on September 6th. It'll happen from 10 a.m. till 3 p.m. or until vaccines run out. The location, 1521 South 1st Street in Sunnyside. For your convenience, this is a drive-through clinic, so you can stay in your car and they will take care of the rest. Exact cash is preferred, but officials say they will still have card readers available if needed. Your news at 6, just getting started. Still ahead, the Wazoo Cougs fall football camp continuing, and the search for a quarterback could finally end by Monday. We'll explain. And Stacy will return. She'll have your full weekend First Alert weather forecast. We've made it to Friday. We're on your side, and we're back right after this.
Ready to bring your dream bathroom to life? At Floor & Home, you dream, we install. This month, pay no sales tax at your local Walla Walla or Tri-Cities Floor and Home.
Hi, I'm Scott McGilvery. I know what bath remodels should cost because I've done hundreds of them. I use Bathfitter in my investment properties because I know it'll be worth every penny and then some. After 40 years and over 2 million baths, they're accountable for everything from design to manufacturing to installation, all backed by a lifetime warranty. If you want a bath remodel you can trust with your money, it just fits. Bathfitter. Go to bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
Phones were made to help us connect, yet somehow they've made us less connected. Which is ironic. Don't you think? We try to put our phones down, but we need to pick them up to see the menu. We can't watch something without also watching something else.
Ironic.
Ironic. But look, here's a phone company who wants you to use your phone less.
That's ironic.
Yeah, but in a good way. Let's find us again with Us Mode. U.S. Cellular, built for us.
Traffic jam.
Ugh, and I'm already late.
A lot is changing in our community right now. New roads, new schools, and new opportunities. We're growing, and that means there are more cars on our streets than ever before. That's why we're expanding our facilities and services. So no matter what roads lie ahead, you'll always find your way home.
As part of Wheels Make Wishes Come True, a generous portion of every vehicle sold will be donated to help local kids.
Free, fair, and secure elections are the backbone of our democracy. Whether it's an election to choose our state's next leaders or to decide on a local measure, election officials work tirelessly to ensure every eligible voter's voice is heard. Regular integrity checks against federal and state databases ensure Washington's voter roll is clean and accurate. Visit votewa.gov today to check your voter registration and get ready to vote. That's votewa.gov.
At Toyota's National Sales Event, we've got a long lineup of vehicles for summer fun, like Camry, RAV4, Highlander, BZ4X, Tundra, Corolla Hybrid, Tacoma, Sienna, Corolla Hatchback, Sequoia, Prius Prime, RAV4 Hybrid, Land Cruiser, GR Supra, Toyota Crown, 4...
Right now, you can lease a new 2024 Tundra for just $579 a month. See your local Toyota dealer or visit Toyota.com to learn more.
Come in today.
Toyota, let's go places.
The murders of a husband and wife found dead inside their home.
There were wild revelations.
Brandon's secret life.
Now, the powerful prison interview.
Why should we believe you?
2020, tonight on ABC.
Ready to bring your dream bathroom to life? At Floor and Home, you dream, we install. This month, pay no sales tax at your local Walla Walla or Tri-Cities Floor and Home.
Seattle battles Indiana, WNBA Sunday at 12:30, Apple Valley News Now.
Welcome back. A toxic algae is believed to have led to the death of a family pet in Oregon. According to the dog's owner, the border collie was playing in the Columbia River near Sand Island, just east of Portland, back on August 4th. The dog became ill and was taken to the nearest emergency vet, but did not survive. The Oregon Health Authority says there is currently no active advisories for this kind of bacteria on the Columbia River, but that doesn't mean it's not there.
Because we don't monitor all of Oregon's water bodies for cyanobacteria or cyanotoxins, our best recommendation is that folks become familiar with their surroundings and know the signs of a bloom before they take a plunge into the water.
Now here is what to look out for. Water that's foamy or scummy or has pea green or blue-green mats or bright green globs. The Oregon Health Authority is now testing part of the Columbia River for toxic algae blooms. We'll keep you posted. Staying on the environment beat and new at 6. Since a 2013 court order was issued, WSDOT has been working to correct hundreds of outdated fish barriers and hundreds of miles of salmon habitat. WSDOT will remove 400 fish barriers and restore 90% of habitat that is blocked by state highways. So far, 146 fish barriers have been corrected, which opened up 571 miles of potential fish habitat. That's about half of the blocked habitat that they intend to open back up for salmon and other fish species. WashDOT is currently working on another 160 sites, and once those are corrected, they will have restored access to about 70% of the blocked habitat. Turning to sports, the Wazoo Cougars hope to finish strong in fall camp this weekend. Here's Julian Menashan from our sister station in Spokane.
A final scrimmage on Saturday. That scrimmage is the last chance for the coaches to evaluate the players. Head coach Jake Dickert says after that, they will determine who will get playing time and who will be on the bench when the season begins. They'll also get into game prep for that season opener against Portland State. They're not quite game ready right now, but Coach Dickert says the team is slowly starting to come together.
Just kind of putting the final polishes on it, but also, like I said to our staff today, after this Saturday, we got to start really looking at roles and getting those defined so we can, gel a little bit. That's offense, defense, special teams.
And that includes the quarterback battle. That will be announced on Monday. Saturday's scrimmage, however, is at 6:45 p.m.
And that was Julian Menashan from our sister station in Spokane. Back here at home, let's go to the Art Beat. Get ready for the theater event of the summer. Over 100 actors, dancers, musicians, and technicians have come together for a large-scale production of the hit Broadway musical, The Music Man. Yes and Productions is staging the Tony Award-winning musical at the Hapo Stage in Richland.
So we are very excited to be here. It is a musical. We have an incredible cast of some of the best singers in the Tri-Cities who are accompanied by a 17-piece orchestra that is live. We have just an incredible cast of over 45 performers. Plus we have the principal, our principal dancers are the senior company of the Mid-Columbia Ballet.
For more information, head to yesand.show. Again, yesand.show. Tickets are $25 for adults and $17 for students. Enjoy it if you go.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
And to look outside right now, it's a beautiful evening on our Legends Casino Skycam in Toppenish, 84 degrees. The clearest skies I've seen in days. Air quality's been great today. Winds have finally decreased down to zip, and our sunset tonight at 8:03. Things are going to change. Weather track for Saturday. We've got a low pressure system building off the coast. It's going to start pushing in first along the Oregon coast and then eventually making its way all across the Cascades and into the Portland area and eventually up into the Olympic Peninsula, the Cascade Mountains, and some of it filtering over to our region. This could bring some potentially heavy rains and flooding in our region. Let's take a look at Futurecast and time things out. Pretty clear to start our day tomorrow in the Tri-Cities, Yakima, Sunnyside, Pendleton, even Heppner. But then the afternoon kicks in about early evening, across the Dalles and moving up into the Washington Cascade Mountains and eventually into Ellensburg, Yakima, down the lower valley into the Tri-Cities. We're going to see some heavy showers, potential thunder and lightning, abundant thunder and lightning through the area, and we could even see some potential flooding or even some land or mudslides with the heavy rains that are all going to happen pretty quickly. Getting into Sunday, though, things look better. Here's what it looks like tomorrow afternoon. Ellensburg and Yakima, 70% chance of those thunder showers. Tri-Cities and Hermiston, little less chance, but still there, 30%. Walla Walla, even less percent. We have a flood watch in place for the Cascade Mountains and the east slopes, where again we've had lots of fire activity, so there's lots of burn scars where we could see some flooding or potential mud and landslides with these heavy rains coming. We're not expecting a ton of rain for most of us, but some of those mountain areas could get up to an inch or even over an inch. We're close to an inch in Cle Elum and a little bit less, about a half an inch or so down in the rest of the region, and just a trace of rain here in the Columbia Basin Tri-Cities. On top of that, we have fire weather watches in place for most of our region, again due to abundant cloud to ground lightning, erratic strong winds through the day, winds gusting up to 50 miles an hour or more as those storms push through the area. So be fire wise. We'll be keeping a close eye on that. We'll see some breezy and gusty winds picking up a little bit later tonight in Yakima. Light winds through the Columbia Basin, even lighter winds along the foothills of the Blues. About midday tomorrow, though, you'll start to feel those winds coming in from the north and to the east, and that will again impact our region. And we'll see those strong gusty winds as those storms start to come in through the Yakima area, picking up through the Columbia Basin, Tri-Cities. Looking much better on Sunday. Tonight, mostly clear with temperatures all through the region in the 50s. For tomorrow, we're going to look for sunny skies to start with. Hot temperatures close to 100, 99 for Walla Walla, 100 Tri-Cities, 92, 93 for Yakima. Let's take a look at our 7-day planning forecast. We've got thunderstorms, 70% chance of those showers and heavy rain showers at times happening in the Ellensburg area. In Yakima, look for 93 degrees with those thunderstorms passing through in the evening. They could last till about midnight or so. Temperatures staying in the 80s into next week. We hit that triple-digit mark briefly in the Tri-Cities, back to the 90s for the rest of the weekend into Monday, and then back down into the 80s. Good weather for the fair next week, by the way. In Hermiston, 98, going to be hot and breezy with a slight chance of showers, below average temperatures next week. And in Walla Walla, it's going to be a hot one with a slight chance of those thunderstorms. Temperatures in the 80s. Austin, I think if people are getting ready for the fair next week, it should be pretty good in the Tri-Cities. But we will keep an eye on Saturday. That's when our most active weather is going to be happening.
Again, a concern for firefighters.
That's right. And for flooding, possibly.
That too, right.
Yes.
All right. Thank you much. Still ahead on your news at 6, Kelly Ripa, who you see weekday mornings right here on Apple Valley ABC, is celebrating an award. Details right after this.
So what do you think about these?
We're going to take everything.
From design and products to removal and installation, Rebath is with you through every step of your remodel. Call us or visit rebath.com and save $1,000 off your complete bathroom remodel.
This is the Tempur-Pedic Breeze mattress, and it's designed to help you feel cool. So no more sweating all night, no kicking off the covers or blasting the air conditioning, because only the Tempur-Pedic Breeze is made with our one-of-a-kind cooling technology that pulls heat away from your body, so the mattress feels up to 10 degrees cooler all night long.
Save up to $700 on select Tempur-Pedic adjustable mattress sets and get a $300 gift. Denver Mattress, the easiest way to get the right Tempur-Pedic.
You love the internet. But do you love your internet? Do frozen screens make your heart melt? Do buffering wheels give you butterflies? Didn't think so. You should meet Ziply Fiber. It's faster, it's friendlier, it's fiber. Ziply is fiber optic internet. That means no lag and no buffering. Gotta love it. Ziply Fiber. Call 1-888-GO-ZIPLY or visit ziplyfiber.com/GoZiply. Plans as low as $10 a month.
Board-certified family medicine provider Dr. Michael Adling is now caring for patients of all ages at Prosser Memorial Health's Benton City Clinic. His services include annual physicals and preventative care, well child exams, the treatment of cold and flu, acute illnesses, and more. To schedule an appointment with Dr. Adling, call the Benton City Clinic at 509-588-4075. Or to learn more about his services, visit prosserhealth.org. This is how we care.
My name's Morgan Guillory. I am a cleaning lady, a single mom with 3 kids, and an IQ north of 160. So helping the cops solve a murder? It's literally the easiest part of my day.
What is she supposed to do?
Spot the things my detectives miss. Ta-da! This is my first interrogation. When did we get to hit him with the phone book? You want me to go in there and flip the table over?
No.
The biggest savings event of the year is on now at More Furniture. During our Labor Day event, you'll get fall's newest arrivals at unbelievable discounts. We've slashed pricing store-wide on living rooms, bedrooms, and dining rooms, just in time for fall holiday entertaining. Right now, take a full 60 months to pay with absolutely no interest and no money down. Or for cash purchases, we'll subtract the tax. Visit your local showroom or preview all Labor Day specials online at morefurniture.com.
I think this is my favorite. Okay. Huh. What do you think of this one?
From design and products to removal and installation, Rebath is with you through every step of your remodel. Call us or visit rebath.com and save $1,000 off your complete bathroom remodel.
Welcome back. We've got some entertainment headlines. Many Disney superfans and bloggers are complaining about the high cost of vacationing at the happiest place on Earth.
Now, in response, Disney is offering a wider range of pricing and options. Tourists can also expect a bigger bang for their buck with many new parades and shows added to the existing attractions. Now, according to Josh DeMarco of Walt Disney Parks and Resorts, the theme park is giant and will provide as much access and flexibility as possible. Disney has touted lower price ticket options and value season deals at its resort hotels to allow families to visit even if they're on a tight budget. At the same time, this week, Disney announced plans for an avalanche of new attractions in lands and parks. More than $60 billion in investment is underway, doubling the size of the Avengers campus at Disneyland. So good stuff. When we were kids growing up in Anaheim, we had a season pass. So, it was part of the deal.
I know. My kids haven't gone yet because it's too expensive.
Well, one of these days,
One of these days, yeah. After they drop the price, then we'll go. I gotta say, this show, Kelly and Mark, that you see weekday mornings right here on CAP and KView. A great show.
Right.
And last Sunday, talk show host Kelly Ripa was officially named a Disney legend.
I watch every morning now.
I do too now.
This honor was given to individuals who have significantly influenced the Walt Disney Company. It happened at the D23 event in Anaheim. Ryan Seacrest presented the award to Ripa. Other inductees included actors Harrison Ford, Jamie Lee Curtis, Angela Bassett, and Miley Cyrus. So very nice award. Again, a Disney legend for Kelly Ripa.
And I know people loved Regis and Kelly.
Right.
Or no, Regis and Kathy Lee.
Right. But it was Regis and Kelly.
For a little while,
and then she had Ryan. She's had a multitude, and now it's her and her hubby, and I love it.
It's amazing.
It's a great show.
It's a great show, so be sure to watch it right here. All right, we'll have more local news and weather coming up right after this.
Round 5 voting is now open. Click contests at AppleValleyNewsNow.com. Superstar Martina McBride, the Demolition Derby, the PRCA Rodeo, all part of the 2024 Walla Walla Fair and Frontier Days.
Let freedom ring.
For your chance to win tickets to the fair, scan this QR code or click contests at AppleValleyNewsNow.com.
Welcome to Nob Hill Casino in Yakima. Experience the thrill of our Vegas-style casino, featuring the friendliest dealers in town. Join our Players Club and earn exciting rewards. Enjoy games like Blackjack, Pai Gow, and High Card Flush. While you're here, don't forget to unwind with a drink at our cozy bar or enjoy a meal from our restaurant. Come discover Yakima's ultimate entertainment destination, Nob Hill Casino, where the locals play.
When it comes to legal matters, you need someone you can trust. At Morphine Law Firm, we are sincerely grateful for the last 5 years of trust and support you've given our firm. Your trust and support have been a major driving force behind our mission for justice. We offer free consultations, and we may not always tell you what you want to hear, but we try to steer you in the right direction. We appreciate your continued trust and confidence in Morphine Law Firm.
Chevy lets you begin every day fully charged, so you can go farther. And so can your money. Tow with confidence. Plus, stay connected with available OnStar technology. For summer adventures, Chevy's got you. Get $5,750 total value on this Silverado LT when you trade in an eligible vehicle. That's 10% below MSRP. See your community Chevy dealers.
Hey, good morning, America. Good morning, America.
Good morning, America.
Good morning, Northwest. Good morning, Northwest.
Good morning, Northwest.
Are you ready? They are ready. Covering the biggest events right now.
There's a lot going on here. You don't just see it, you feel it.
I'm in.
I am in.
I'll be here.
I'm in.
I'm in.
I'm in too.
Good morning, Northwest, and good morning, America.
Now that's good.
Hey there, are you ready to quackercise? It's the best exercise to get ready for the duck race. I know you guys are ready. Are you? It's coming September 14th. Don't miss your chance to win big at the Mid-Columbia Duck Race. The grand prize is a 2024 Toyota Corolla Cross, plus other fantastic prizes. Support your community, lend a hand, buy a duck, and keep the tradition alive. The Mid-Columbia Duck Race, presented by Toyota and Audubon Auto Care Center.
My name's Morgan, single mother of 3 with an IQ of 160.
We could use someone with your talents.
Me? Work with cops?
I see you brought your child to a crime scene.
Take off on a flight over a magic place filled with cherries and so much more.
It's 35 farmers, about 2,000 acres of fruit trees. And then, of course, an assortment of veggies and berries and you name it.
Fly the Northwest. Apple Valley News Now at 6 Tuesday.
Next ET,
We're going to Hollywood.
new TV to get you hyped.
You know what I'm saying?
Plus, from Twisters to Marvel's new baddie.
I'm going to go with it. Yeah.
Next ET.
Tonight at 7 on Apple Valley News Now.
Before the news at 6:30 officially begins, today President Biden officially designating the site of a 1908 race massacre in Springfield, Illinois, in a national monument. It was 100 years ago this week that a mob near Lincoln's home erupted in a race riot that literally shocked the nation.
Signing this designation for Springfield 1908 Race Riot National Monument, remind ourselves we have no safe harbor unless we continue to remind people what happened. What happened. It's really important.
And still ahead here on your news at 6:30, we will have the latest on wildfires still burning. Plus, Stacy has your updated weekend forecast, and there's a lot to talk about. So stay with us as your news begins now.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 6:30 on your side.
Are you happy it's Friday?
I'm happy it's Friday.
Me too.
I'm happy with the weather.
Yeah.
We've been having a pretty mild week temperature-wise. A little smoke, but that's gotten better. Big storms coming our way, but let's just focus on the positive, all right? Take a peek outside. Look at that. Columbia River looks gorgeous today on our Legends Casino Skycam. It's 88 degrees. It's nice out there. Humidity is low. Our winds are light. So very, very nice, and we'll call it the calm before the storm. Let's take a look at temperatures elsewhere around the area. Most of us in the 70s and 80s right now, and we'll be cooling down a little bit. But get ready. That cool weather's not going to stay. We have a very calm, nice evening out there with temperatures in the 50s. We have a heat spike coming our way tomorrow, as well as abundant lightning and thunderstorms coming our direction. Look at this, a triple-digit day for us, at least in the Tri-Cities and most of the surrounding areas close to that, and we'll see some breezy and gusty winds. So get ready for clear and breezy tonight. Most of the winds have died down. It's going to be hot tomorrow, just briefly. Thunderstorms, though, winds, possible flooding. We got a lot going on in the weather. Very unsettled for your Saturday. We'll get into all those details coming up in your First Alert full weather forecast. Austin?
All right, Stacy, thank you so much. Well, turning to fire season 2024, there are some positive updates tonight, especially when it comes to the Retreat and Battle Mountain Complex fires. Apple Valley News Now's Toby Solving brings us the latest.
The Battle Mountain Fire Complex is now 94% contained and holding steady at about 183,000 acres burned. This fire crosses Morrow, Grant, and Umatilla County lines. In Umatilla County, all evacuation levels have been lifted. Levels 1 and 2 evacuation warnings are still in effect in Morrow County.
So yesterday was a pretty wet day, actually. We got quite a bit of rain on the fire. The majority of the fire happened on the east side of it, anywhere from quarter inch to half inch, in some places even an inch. With that being said, a lot of the stuff on this northwest side of the fire is looking really good. Crews are continuing to monitor some of that stuff that was moving around in those drainages, some of that active fire behavior. But with that rain that we got yesterday, a lot of that stuff has calmed down quite a bit. So the plan today is for crews to go out there and evaluate if there's anything that needs to be done or if that rain kind of took care of that stuff for us.
The Pioneer Fire in Chelan County has burned almost 39,000 acres and is now 23% contained. All evacuation levels are still in place in the area. This fire is burning on steep slopes with crews working to protect homes and infrastructure.
We had large air tankers and very large air tankers continue to apply retardant down the ridge line. And we had a crane, a Type 1 helicopter, use a mobile retardant base to connect the dots in between the hand line and the retardant application. This was necessary due to the steepness and the inability of the large air tankers to fly all the way down in that steep terrain.
The Williams Mine fire is still only at 2% containment and burned close to another 100 acres since yesterday, so it's about 11,400 acres now. There are still level 1 and 2 evacuation warnings for the Trout Lake community and parts of Klickitat County. The Retreat fire in Yakima County is at 80% containment and holds steady at just over 45,000 acres. All evacuation orders have been lifted as of this morning. Highway 12 is still closed except to residents to access their property. This is Toby Solvang with Apple Valley News Now.
Toby, we appreciate that. Thank you. Now, if you are planning to travel this weekend, as Toby was talking about, Highway 12 still dicey. So Apple Valley News Now's Josh Colbreth has an in-depth look for us in our team coverage.
Well, ever since the startup of the Retreat fire, that's put U.S. Highway 12 at risk, especially with the burnt trees, the dead trees, the snags. And so U.S. Highway 12 is closed from milepost 151 to 185. However, there is a caveat in that residents are allowed through the closure if they can provide proof of residency within this area. But for the rest of us, if you do have to travel this way on U.S. Highway 12, I'll show you how to get to the other side. And we'll start here at the split off of U.S. Highway 12 and 410. That's the Y. It's to the north and to the west of Tieton. And so you would have to stay on 410, and you would have to travel up to the north and west. And eventually 410, it turns here. So you would parallel the Natchez River, and then eventually you would turn where the Bumping River splits off, and you would continue following 410 down. Eventually you get to the junction of 410 and 123. This is where Cayuse passes at. This is where Chinook passes at. And eventually you would take this route down to the south on 123, and eventually you would meet back up with U.S. Highway 12. So it's a bit of a workaround, but it is an option. Be safe, and of course, be sure to check WashDOT as you travel throughout this weekend.
Josh Colbreth, thank you for that. Turning to back to school, saying goodbye is never easy, but this time of year, a lot of high school graduates are moving out, going on to college or to a new job, and parents may be feeling all sorts of different emotions. In our health report tonight, Mandy Gaither has more on how to recognize signs of so-called empty nest syndrome and ways to get through it.
When the chicks take flight, sometimes the nest can feel a little empty.
You can feel excitement and loss at the exact same time. And it's okay to celebrate your child leaving home while at the same time feeling sadness and loss.
Psychologist Susan Alberts with Cleveland Clinic says that while empty nest syndrome isn't a clinical diagnosis, the feelings are real. Signs can include a persistent sense of sadness, loss, emptiness, lack of purpose, and a shift in identity.
Acknowledge your feelings. Accept this period of grief. Allow yourself to feel whatever you are feeling during this transition period.
Albert says it's time to do something you may not have been able to do for a long time. Focus on you. Get back to an old hobby or find a new one. Take on new adventures, maybe travel. Stay connected to friends and family and make time to reconnect with your partner.
We can look at this as an opportunity to do new activities together, to rekindle that fun and excitement in your relationship.
And while parents may also feel worried for your child who's away from home, Albert says take a step back.
Allow them to make their own decisions, to grow, and have the confidence that you have taught them the skills to be out on their own and to become an adult.
For Health Minute, I'm Mandy Gaither.
The expert also says it can take days or even months for these feelings to go away, but if they persist, she says, reach out for help. A therapist can help you through this transitional period. Well, it is time now for a local school spotlight. It's from the Yakima School District. Eisenhower High School's own science teacher, Robin Driver, has recently been named Pacific Education Institute's Field STEM Teacher of the Year. PEI supports educators by specializing in professional learning and field STEM implementation. Robin will be recognized in September at the PEI Field System Celebration in Lacey. After almost 6,000 votes, Apple Valley News Now's Restaurant Showdown is down to the final 4. To vote for your favorite 2 area restaurants, scan the QR code on on your screen right there, or click on contests at applevalleynewsnow.com. Select Restaurant Showdown. After voting, be sure to enter to win a $25 gift card from STCU. Round 5 ends tonight at 8 o'clock, so in less than an hour and a half, so get your vote in tonight. Coming next, the final round, so stay tuned. The area is only live in local news at 6:30. Coming up, lawmakers across the country are calling on tech companies to do more to address the spread of non-consensual explicit images on their sites. And Stacy will return. She'll have your full weekend First Alert weather forecast. Hang tight.
Seattle battles Indiana, WNBA Sunday at 12:30, Apple Valley News Now.
Ready to bring your dream bathroom to life? At Floor & Home, you dream, we install. This month, pay no sales tax at your local Walla Walla or Tri-Cities Floor & Home.
Hi, I'm Scott McGilvery. I know what bath remodels should cost because I've done hundreds of them. I use BathFitter in my investment properties because I know it'll be worth every penny and then some. After 40 years and over 2 million baths, they're accountable for everything from design to manufacturing to installation, all backed by a lifetime warranty. If you want a bath remodel you can trust with your money, it just fits. BathFitter. Go to bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
Prosser Memorial Health board-certified pediatricians Dr. Dennis Moore and Dr. Gary Podolsky care for newborns through age 18 and are now accepting new patients at our Grandview and Prosser Clinic locations. Their services include wellness exams, school and sports physicals, and treatment for common childhood illnesses. To schedule an appointment for your child, call a Prosser Memorial Health Clinic near you or learn more at prosserhealth.org. This is how we care.
Don't fight the traffic and parking hassles. Ride BFT to the fair for free. August 20th to the 24th, courtesy of Benton Franklin Fair. No wristbands, no tickets, just hop on the bus. It's a free ride to the fair. Save time and buy fair entry tickets online before you board. Enjoy park and ride locations throughout the Tri-Cities. Extended services till 11:30 p.m. Dial-a-ride services also free. Ride stress-free and make your fair experience unforgettable. Learn more at bft.org.
Exmark mowers were born to deliver legendary reliability, signature cut quality, and stubborn durability that refuses to give in. Because like you, Exmark mowers were built for this. Save big on Exmark Vertex mowers. Take advantage of instant rebates and bonus fleet discounts for a limited time only.
Experience the difference. Liberty Lawn and Saw on Van Giesen in West Richland.
The Make It Ford Summer Sales Event is on. Amazing offers and a great selection of Ford vehicles, like the Built Wild Bronco family, with a deal you just can't miss. Your biggest adventures are waiting. So make it Ford. Make it yours. Make it now. Lease a 2024 Bronco Sport Big Bend for just $369 a month, only at your local Ford dealer.
The murders of a husband and wife found dead inside their home.
There were wild revelations.
Brandon's secret life.
Now, the powerful prison interview.
Why should we believe you?
2020, tonight on ABC.
Ready to bring your dream bathroom to life? At Floor & Home, you dream, we install. This month, pay no sales tax at your local Walla Walla or Tri-Cities Floor & Home.
Welcome back. Lawmakers across the country are calling on tech companies to do more to address the spread of non-consensual explicit images on their sites. This comes as artificial intelligence is making it easier for such images, sometimes called revenge porn, to be generated. Reporter Lee Waldman details the efforts being made to curb this dangerous growing trend.
This year alone, women ranging from high school-aged girls to Taylor Swift have been targeted by AI-generated pornographic images. Now, lawmakers and organizations are urging some major tech companies to address the problem on their own sites and get those images taken down.
Once that imagery is online, it can be incredibly difficult to get it back.
The National Center for Missing and Exploited Children started its Take It Down program in December 2022 after speaking with victims of online child pornography and their families.
They want to be able to anonymously report and get the content down.
The Take It Down program does just that, but John Sheehan says the prevalence of artificial intelligence creating non-consensual nude images is presenting new challenges.
Individuals can take imagery of an individual, whether that be a minor or an adult, can run it through what's often referred to as a nudify app. So you could take a clothed image, turn it into a nude or pornographic image, and distribute it online.
In January, Taylor Swift was the subject of headlines when AI-generated explicit images of her started circulating online. Not just mega superstars can fall victim. Anna McAdams' daughter, Elliston Berry, was just 14 when she became a target of non-consensual imagery using AI by a classmate.
It really put her in a shell for a while. I mean, she was scared and afraid to approach people, which is just not my child.
They struggled to get accountability through the school district and law enforcement and are also fighting for regulations on explicit AI images. This month, a group of lawmakers sent a letter to nearly a dozen firms, including Google, X, and Discord, asking the tech companies to do their part.
This is something we can all agree on. How do we protect our children?
We asked both Google and X for a response on that letter from those lawmakers. Neither offered a comment. As of last summer, 9 states have passed laws that prohibit the creation or sharing of non-consensual AI-generated images. McAdams and her now 15-year-old daughter, Elliston, have begun advocating for a federal law to be passed. In New York, I'm Lee Waldman reporting.
And we have a quick consumer alert. Some homeowners are rushing to refinance their mortgages now that rates have dropped. This week, the standard 30-year fixed rate mortgage averaged 6.49%. That was up slightly from the prior week, according to a report released by finance company Freddie Mac just yesterday. Last week, mortgage applications surged 17%.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
On our Tannum Ridge Skycam, thanks to Bimart. Again, beautiful evening. Still a little smoke and haze way up in the atmosphere. Air quality good tonight. Finally in Yakima, 84 degrees. Winds have died down, but they're going to pick up a little bit later. Let's get into the nuts and bolt of this active weather day tomorrow. Here comes that system. It's building up off the Pacific. It'll start moving onshore tomorrow afternoon across the Oregon coast area and then start to move into the Oregon Cascades up into the Portland area, eventually making its way into into Washington and the Olympic Peninsula, and then moving east to our area. So we're going to see some heavy rain showers out of this and lots of lightning. Futurecast will track things and see when we'll start to see that shift and change. Looking good tomorrow morning with clear skies. Most of the day should be very nice. It's going to be warm, but come the evening, that's when we'll start to see the system moving up through the Dalles, hitting the Cascades, and also making its way into the Yakima and Kittitas valleys, down the Columbia Basin with some strong rains, potential abundant lightning and thunderstorms through the region. It'll move off by about midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning, and then we'll see a little bit more settled forecast moving into our Sunday. So things are looking good Sunday. 70% chance of those thunder showers for Ellensburg and Yakima, 30% Tri-Cities and Hermiston, 20% in Walla Walla. We do have a flood watch for those Cascade Mountains and the east slopes, especially in those burn scar areas. Lots of fires have burned, creating unstable conditions, and some heavy rain showers are possible, which could make things kind of dangerous across those mountain areas. If you're heading that way, be safe. Here's what we're looking at as far as accumulation: close to an inch in Cle Elum, about a half an inch or so for the Kittitas, Yakima Valley, trace of rain in the Tri-Cities, a little bit there at the Hanford area as well. We do have a fire weather watch in place for most of our area, once again due to abundant lightning, erratic, strong winds at times gusting up to 50+ miles an hour as those storms pass through, so be fire wise. Let's talk about those breezy to gusty winds. You'll start to feel those winds picking up late tonight in Yakima, pretty light in the Columbia Basin, Tri-Cities, and then as we get into tomorrow afternoon, you'll start to feel those winds picking up as those systems move up from the south. That's when we'll start to see those strong gusty winds through the area, and that will impact our region for most of the day. As far as temperatures go tonight, it's going to be comfortable sleeping weather in the 50s. Tomorrow, hot for the daytime. Most of the day looks good, but then we'll see those storms moving in by by the evening. Here's your 7-day planner for Ellensburg. Look for those strong chance of those thunderstorms and those strong gusty winds. 70s and 80s for next week. Yakima, you got a chance of those thunder showers as well. They should be wrapped up by midnight. Looking better on Sunday, staying in the 80s next week. As we take a look at the Tri-Cities, we've got that hot day tomorrow, triple digits, and then we sink right back down into the 90s, the 80s for most of the week for your Benton Franklin Fair and Rodeo. Hermiston, hot tomorrow, breezy winds, slight chance of showers. Temperatures staying below average next week there as well. And in Walla Walla, it's going to be a hot one tomorrow, 99 degrees, but we'll see those temperatures slide back into the 80s by Tuesday. So very active weather, especially for folks up in the mountains. I know a lot of people are getting that last minute summer camping, so be safe out there.
Yeah, and real quick, I was going to mow tomorrow. I think I have an excuse.
Just wait till Sunday.
Wait till Sunday, yeah. All right, thank you much. Coming up, we're talking about Stonehenge. Stay with us.
Smoke City for Less is your one-stop shop in Kennewick, Richland, West Richland, Hermiston, Road 68 in Pasco, and at the new location on West Court Street in Pasco. Open 7 days a week from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. at all 6 locations. Get the lowest prices on the largest selection of vape mods, classic to tropical vape flavors, batteries, cigars, tobacco products, kratom, and specialty products too. Don't waste time in other places. Go to Smoke City for Less. We smoke the competition.
The biggest savings event of the year is on now at More Furniture. During our Labor Day event, you'll get fall's newest arrivals at unbelievable discounts. We've slashed pricing store-wide on living rooms, bedrooms, and dining rooms, just in time for fall holiday entertaining. Right now, take a full 60 months to pay with absolutely no interest and no money down. Or for cash purchases, we'll subtract the tax. Visit your local showroom or preview all Labor Day specials online at morefurniture.com.
Struggling with persistent pain? Board-certified physiatrist Dr. Ralph Lorenzo is now caring for patients at Prosser Memorial Health's Prosser Clinic. Dr. Lorenzo brings over 30 years' experience in physical medicine and rehabilitation, specializing in the management and treatment of acute and chronic pain conditions. Start a new path in restoring your quality of life and ask your primary care provider about making a referral to see Dr. Lorenzo. This is how we care.
Superstar Martina McBride, the Demolition Derby, the PRCA Rodeo, all part of the 2024 Walla Walla Fair and Frontier Days.
Let freedom ring.
For your chance to win tickets to the fair, scan this QR code or click contests at applevalleyNewsNow.com.
Usually when people knock on your doors, they're trying to sell you something, but we're actually here to give you money.
DSAMA is this month's winner of Volunteers Count.
We have fosters throughout the Tri-Cities. We have about 50 total. And so my home is usually the home where all the animals come in to sort of do, our intakes.
STCU honors volunteers in our community. To nominate someone, click on Volunteers Count at applevalleyNewsNow.com.
This is the SEC. Every walk is a parade. Every song, a symphony. Every Saturday is a celebration. Every game, a spectacle. The SEC takes us into the wild and always feels like home. This is the SEC on ABC, and this is how it's done.
Next Extra, the real scandalous headlines of the housewives. A DUI, wicked feuds, one-night stands. Andy Cohen with all the tea you can handle.
Some people are saying it's a new era for New Jersey.
Next Extra.
Tonight at 7:30 on Apple Valley News Now.
Fly the Northwest over awesome orchards and gardens. Tuesday at 6.
All right, this is interesting. Scientists may have solved the mystery of where an iconic stone used to build Stonehenge came from.
It's been long thought the altar stone, which lies at the center of the ancient monument in England, originated in current-day Wales. But according to new research, the altar stone was likely transported to England from Scotland nearly 5,000 years ago. Researchers analyzed the age and chemistry of the mineral grains from the fragments of stone itself. They found the grains best matched a group of rocks found in northeast Scotland. Mystery solved.
The more you know.
That's right.
All right, you'll have final weather.
That's right, and viewer photo of the day.
Cool.
Welcome to Nob Hill Casino in Yakima. Experience the thrill of our Vegas-style casino featuring the friendliest dealers in town. Join our Players Club and earn exciting rewards. Enjoy games like Blackjack, Pai Gow, and High Card Flush. While you're here, don't forget to unwind with a drink at our cozy bar or enjoy a meal from our restaurant. Come discover Yakima's ultimate entertainment destination, Nob Hill Casino, where the locals play.
Add more action to your summer at the Horse Heaven Roundup. August 20th through 24th, world-class cowboys and cowgirls are coming to Kennewick to compete in a top 25 PRCA rodeo for added money of over $200,000. All seats are reserved, so get yours today at BentonFranklinFair.com and take in the action on the best week of summer, August 20th through 24th at the Horse Heaven Roundup.
Visit Fred's Appliance today and explore unbeatable deals. Step up to the all-in-one GE Profile laundry machine for just $21.98. It combines both washer and dryer functions into one sleek appliance, saving space and offering unmatched convenience. Automatically dispenses the right amount of detergent each load, and Wi-Fi connectivity allows you to control and monitor your laundry from anywhere, saving you time and effort. At Fred's, we sell appliances. Only appliances.
No matter what roads lead you home, McCurley Mazda is about to make your journey even better. Whether it's cruising riverside highways, winding vineyard trails, or anywhere else your travels take you, now is the perfect time to upgrade your way home. Visit McCurley in the Pasco Autoplex today for this special offer.
Find your way home in a new 2024 Mazda with 0% financing from McCurley Mazda.
Okay, guys, we're all here because US Cellular has an incredible deal. Right now, you can get 4 lines for just $90.
Sorry, just double checking. Is it really that good of a deal?
Yeah, it's a huge deal. You also get 4 free phones of your choice.
4 free phones! Wow, I just triple checked and that's awesome.
So go get that deal. Or at least help me clip. Do you check the expiration dates?
Oh, I can do that.
Great.
Get 4 free phones of your choice with no trade-in needed, plus 4 lines for $90.
Loving a pizza, Tony's Big Cheese Pizza. Loving a pizza, I've been loving a pizza. Tony's Big Cheese Pizza. And Yakima's home.
Mom, let's order a large Mexicana pizza. For Tony Big Cheese Pizza.
Good idea. I'll order it now. Tony's lets me order online or by phone. When you want lunch or dinner the delicious, easy way, come to Yakima's Hometown Pizzeria.
We can't wait to see you at Tony's Big Cheese Pizza in the Safeway Plaza at 24th and Nob Hill.
Seattle battles Indiana, WNBA Sunday at 12:30, Apple Valley News Now.
We have time for our viewer photo of the day.
We do. Let's take a look at this one. This one's tricky because it blurs it out on the sides. Now, he says, try to count the birds. So Bill, I sat there and I counted 5 or 6.
Okay.
You have to look really close. And some of the graphics are covering them up. But there's like 6 birds in one shot. A couple of hummingbirds. I don't know how you got that picture, Bill, but very good job. Remember to get your viewer photo on TV, that QR code on the right side of your screen. Use your smartphone and take a picture and submit it that way. Or just go to applevalleyNewsNow.com, click on the weather tab. All right, let's take a look at tonight's forecast across the region. Most of us in the 50s. We're calling this the calm before the storm. Now tomorrow, don't let those hot temperatures deceive you because things transition tomorrow night where we're going to see some storms and some gusty winds and some potential heavy lightning. I know I've been talking to a lot of folks from the Midwest and they need a good thunderstorm. Well, potentially could be seeing that tomorrow night.
Could be happening.
There you go.
Thanks, Stacey. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Have a great weekend. We'll be back at 11 with more local news. Hoping your news is good news.
Have a great weekend.